3 and 4. The battle is on. It's going to be too close to call side by side. Wong Do gets it. Oh, we got contact. We got flips. Everywhere. We got big wrecks here going back to the front because we're racing back to the line.
William Page with the victory.
Looking for second here.
Busa's gonna.
Oh, he's gonna use that apron.
He's gonna use the apron.
They're gonna be side by side. Coming off the corner. Boy, back to the inside. It's gonna be a drag race to the line. Top Musa gets it.
Top Musa, where did he come from?
We're trying to close the gap. He's gonna get to the bumper. Oh, just barely did not make it. And coming off of turn 4, Jeff Sikenis is gonna win it at Dover.
Before I wrap things up here in this segment, your thoughts on the type of race we're going to see tonight? And I would have to agree.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to tonight's feature presentation of the Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series here from the Phoenix Raceway, presented by the fine folks at Voiles Trucking. As always, I'm your host, Joe Towansky. Alongside me tonight, you know him, you love him, my co-host, our color commentary guy, the co-hostess with the mostest, maybe, Ricky Collette.
Hey there, Joe. Glad to be back here tonight to close out the Bomb Squad Cup Series season here at Phoenix International Raceway, which is technically what it's called because this is 2011 Phoenix, and we have we suspend our disbeliefs here in 2011. It's 2011, Joe. Everything's cool because it's 2011.
It's 2011. The COT is thriving. Next gen is coming in a couple years. It'll be great. No. This, of course, is...
Chrysler's back on top.
Right? This, of course, is the final race of the 2021 Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series. We already know who our champion is. It's going to be Ricky J in that 193 Voiles Trucking Mustang. Always good when you got you have the series sponsor and you're the one going to victory lane. So Ricky J, I'm sure, is very happy with that, as well as, Brian and Kathy Voiles. And with that, hello, Miss Kathy Voiles. Thank you for tuning in here tonight, for all you do for us here on JTN and the boys here at Bomb Squad. This, of course, is your Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series race preview. I'm still talking. Make sure, if you haven't already, you head on over to CircleBdiecast.com if you're in the market maybe for some new diecast cards. Maybe you need a hack, Alex Bowman hack diecast. You can use that code JTN at checkout, receive free shipping on that order of $20 or more. 125 laps around this 1 mile speedway, 70 degrees and clear. It's a nice night here in the desert, or nice afternoon, I guess, in the desert, and we're so happy you're joining us here tonight on JTN. All that being said, make sure if you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe right here to our YouTube. We still have a bunch of great racing coming up here on JTN throughout the winter. I know racing season might end on the actual racetrack, but Ricky, it's just heating up here on the virtual ones.
Definitely is. We don't... NASCAR takes it some time off, but we don't. There's always leagues running. Somebody's always ready to set something up to get through the drolls of winter, if you will. And we're never at a loss for action here, and we're going to keep bringing that to you all winter long. Right now, though, Joe, it looks like all the action on track's getting ready to start. As these guys hit happy hour, it looks like their qualifying lineup has been determined.
Well, I believe that means it's your favorite time of the night. Why don't you take us through tonight's starting lineup, Ricky?
All right, with pleasure. For tonight's race, starting on the pole at a time of 26.358 seconds is Brandon Hawken in the 99 machine. Starting in second will be the 28 car of BSR Keith MC. Starting in third, the 193 of BSR Ricky J, your points leader and champion eventually at the end of this event. In fourth place will be the 029 of BSR Kilojoules. KJ there, starting in the top 5. Good starting position for tonight. Should be fast. Terry Scott in the 66 car will round out the top 5. Greg Lovell in the 088 will roll off in the 6th position. Rolling off from 7th. Let's see how many times I can say rolling off in this. BSR Silver Bullet in the 4 machine. Rick Craddock, only 1/100th of a second behind in the 22 car, will start from the 8th spot. BSR Magoo in the 144 will start 9th. Rounding out the top 10 will be the 32 car of Bo Slayton. And starting alongside him in the 11th spot will be the 19 of BSR Furco. Furco being the last car to take a time in qualifying tonight. Remaining cars in the field, 12th position is going to go to the 49 of BSR Brain Fade. 13th spot will go to the 86 of Andrew Miller. 14th goes to the 103 car of Nelly. 15th car on track will be the 03 car Danny Hardy. Mike Coulong, the 199, will start 16th. 17th will go to the 028 of Monty Keller. 19th will go to the 98 car of Casado. And starting 20th, last car in the field tonight will be the 81 machine of Tim Huston. And that will be the starting lineup for tonight at Phoenix, Joe. 20 cars here at Phoenix. That's a pretty good field. That's pretty good. Should make for some fun racing here. Now a little bit of variety of lanes here at Phoenix, but it's hard to get a real advantage. Very close lap times, so should be some fun racing here tonight indeed.
Going to be some great racing. You know, Phoenix is this weird mesh of an intermediate and a short track, right? I think a lot of people want to call it a short track. It's not quite that. I'm not going to call it a short track, but you also it's a track that's not really an intermediate track, right? We're a lot of off-throttle time here. It's a lot like New Hampshire, where it's not really a short track. It has some short track characteristics, but it also has some of those intermediate characteristics. So it's the perfect place to end our season here tonight. Maybe not with actual racing, but it's a good combo track. Ricky, we talked about Phoenix as a championship race before we went live, and we both agreed that it was, it shouldn't be the championship race for the NASCAR Cup Series and National Touring Series, but I kind of just convinced myself otherwise unknowingly. But
oh, there you go. The more you talk about it, the more you get ideas in your head. I think it's one of those things that I think the theory is better than the actual result sometimes in real life. That the track is very, very dynamic. It has the short track flavor to it's really fun. It's just you get a bit of a grab bag on what kind of racing you're gonna get from any given Phoenix race. It's almost like Richmond. Some years it's almost like it's like how Richmond some years is just dependent on tire. You get like 3 lanes of racing some years where these guys are running up by the wall for some reason, and then you get other years where no one can get off the bottom line and there's no passing all night. It's a variation. For NR, I'd say Phoenix is a lot of fun. I'm glad we're running this for the last race of the season here at Bomb Squad. It should make for a very exciting race.
It's going to make for a very exciting race, and we talked about Ricky J. He's got that championship clinched by over 100 points. A fantastic season for that entire team. We'll congratulate them at the end of the night, but second place still up for grabs. Right now, this guy on your screen, Greg Lovell in this 088 car, trails Nelly in the 103 by 3 points. So we're going to watch that battle for second position in the final championship standings here tonight. Lovell has been hot here the last, 4 or 5 weeks, let's say. A late season rally kind of makes you wonder what if this 088 team could have maybe found some of that speed earlier on in the year.
Yeah, for sure, Joe. But for the moment there, it is something to note for tonight's battle with only 3 points between those guys. Greg Lovell really has been strong the past few weeks, just a very strong front runner. Nelly's kind of been resting on his laurels here. He hasn't necessarily been doing poorly. He's been having solid finishes. It's just that 088 machine's always a few spots ahead of him in the final standings. That's just how Lovell's been able to kind of chew away at that point spread. And tonight, I think Nelly, that 103 team's going to have to pull out all the stops to make sure that they keep Greg Lovell right in their sights here. Don't let him gain any more points on him. That's so they could walk away with that silver medal, as it were. Of course, they don't actually hand out a silver medal, but, emotionally, it's a silver medal.
Emotionally.
Metaphorically. Pretty much everything except physically. No one's going to physically give you a silver medal, but no one said you can't say that you got a silver medal. There's no reason you can't. Lying's okay sometimes. There's one thing I've learned in life: lying's okay if it involves racing.
Lying's okay if you're racing? Is that...
Lying's okay if you're racing.
Is that the right message to send the kids?
How do you think they made T-Rex? They weren't telling the truth. Oh yeah, this car's totally legal. We're totally not skirting a bunch of loopholes, you know. It's Smokey Unix, same thing. You know, it's a whole sport based on lying.
You're unbelievable.
More moral ambiguity here at JTN.
Not really. We're not the officials, right?
No, but that's personal ethics. Joe just can't find the words to say how disappointed he is with me right now. I could feel it. You can cut that tension with a knife. It's choking him out.
What else would you cut something with, if not a knife? Cars being staged here on the pit lane. We'll get the command momentarily. With that being said, though, we're going to launch our first poll of the night. Who do you think will finish second in the points? The 088 of Greg Lovell or the 103 of Nelly?
Scissors. That's what cuts. Scissors. There you go. I figured it out.
Good job. Proud of you.
Figured it out.
As you mentioned, rolling off from position number 1, it's the 99 of Brandon Hawkin in that Toyota. Old Mech Daddy Keith Dempsey going to line up to his outside in the second position. And it's going to be Ricky J in the 193 and the 029 of Kilojoules. BSR Terry Scott and BSR Greg Lovell going to roll off on row number 3. Row 4's got Silver Bullet in the number 4 and the 22 of Rick Craddock. Rounding out your top 10, it's going to be Magoo and Bo Slatton. Then it's Furco, Brain Fade, Miller, Nelly, Coulong, Keller. Your field that has at least started this race here tonight. Have those polls coming at you throughout the night, but we're also going to be bringing you the action as the pace car is down the pit lane for the final time here in 2021. Green flag, we're underway here from Phoenix.
Here they come barreling into turn 1, Joe. Coming onto the back straightaway here, this big dog leg. We'll see if anyone really tries to cut the course on this first lap to see if they can leapfrog a few positions. Everyone stays pretty well behaved on track. No one really taking right now as Brandon Hawkin leads them off into turn 3.
Field strung out, single file. Looked like Magoo maybe washed up the track a little bit further on back. We stay green. Back here, Furco letting these guys by. They go screaming by on the outside down into turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think that 19 car having some handling woes pretty early here. It picked up on that, decided to let these guys on by, kind of get a feel for his vehicle again.
Talked about it, Nelly, only 3 points above Lovell in that 088. He makes a pass on Brain Fade for a position. Going to take Andrew Miller with him in that 86.
And he's trying to size up the 32 here of Bo Slayton. He's gotten to the inside of him. He's going to throw it in deep into turn 1 here. Slayton's going to get up the track, get out of that groove, and that's going to let Nelly move on by for 9th position.
Started playing a game of chicken there.
A little bit. A little further ahead here, KJ and the 029, Greg Lovell racing each other, just sorted in line there. But Lovell coming back on the bottom, trying to make a good run off. He gets loose coming off turn 3 and loses a lot of momentum to the 029. He's going to maintain his spot in 5th place.
Lovell can just continue to do what he's done in recent weeks of making the car better throughout the race. It could be him sitting in 2nd position instead of 3rd on the overall season podium.
Yeah, and this is exactly what he's got to do right now, is keep maintaining position. Find somewhere to get those 3 points on Nelly. Right now, he's three cars ahead of him, so that's probably going to help his case. But anything to increase that spread is going to be great.
Monty Keller making the pass on Slatton there in the 32. 32, big dive to the inside. Car gets loose on entry. It's going to lose a lot of momentum there coming off the quarter. Mike Coulong to the inside of Brain Fade for position. That Velocity Garage Chevrolet, he gets the spot. Back up front, well, what do you know? It's the Brandon Hawkins show here early on in this one. Qualified out in pole. Strong so far here tonight.
Yeah, Brandon Hawkins, he's been pretty good. Brandon Hawkins, I don't think you can say he's really bad at any track, but I think he's pretty dang good at these flat tracks. I've said this before. You know something about just how to conserve a car on a flat track, where to really find grip and how to really not overdrive that car, save his equipment over a long run. And it always seems to shine the most at road courses and at flat tracks when he does that. But no surprise here tonight to already see him running up front. But, you know, that 93 car, that 193 machine, our champion, Ricky J here, really not letting Hawken get away from him. Been staying about less than half a second behind him, you know, this entire time. Not really losing any ground to him, just can't find anywhere to gain it at the moment.
You talked about that. Looks like old Keith MC Mac Daddy back there in third. He's maybe making some inroads on that 193 for second.
Yeah, last time by, Keith MC, they were running a faster lap than Ricky J. Keith's actually been running comparable lap times to what Brandon Hawken is doing up front. Him and Hawken only separated by about 3/100ths of a second between their best lap times. Keith MC running a 26.845 and Hawken running a 26.842. So close up a spread right now that I think if that 28 machine could get up there, he might be able to actually challenge this leader. Hawken actually had a slow lap last time by. It was about a 1/10.5 slower than the two guys behind him. And you really see it. Ricky J pulled in a lot this time around. So we'll see if Brandon Hawken's car is starting to go away from him here. I would imagine all of these guys are going to start losing some speed out there. But for the moment, it seems like still closing in. Ricky J now down to 0.3 of a second on our leader.
No big battles going out there on the track right now. Top 5 have kind of broken away. Then we got another about 3 cars in line. Craddock and Silver Bullet there. Harry Scott in that 66. And Nelly, he's facing a big challenge from Andrew Miller there in that 86.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't want to be losing positions here, riding around that 9th spot. You got Greg Lovell up in 5th. But we talked about it. He needs to keep that spread between them as tight as possible so that Lovell can't get those 3 points anywhere on track. And now we're going to let that 86 car on by. He's going to need to start planning on how to make that car faster here if he's going to want to hang on to that second place position in points.
Yeah, it just looks like he's really tight, especially through turns 3 and 4.
Yeah. And now looking up front, looks like Brandon Hawkins kind of stemmed the bleeding here, starting to pull back away on Ricky J. One thing I have taken notice of, this 28 car, Keith MC, still running very fast lap times by that 193. I think it's just a matter of that he can't get past Ricky J. You just got to stop that pass, and you might be able to actually go chase Brandon Hawken down. He's been running some pretty fast lap times behind the 193 machine. As you see right here, he's looking down low on the exit of turn 2, just doesn't have the momentum yet. Keith MC looking for a good night here. Been had some hard luck the past few weeks, which has been surprising for how solid that car's been this season. Just a lot of weird things kind of out of his control, getting caught in random incidents and getting taken out of races early. Nice to see him running up here tonight with a lot of speed, reminiscent of what we've kind of seen all season out of him.
Ricky, I'm just vibing watching race cars in the desert. It's a good night.
Oh, yeah, that's always fun. It's nothing more fun than sitting in the desert watching cars.
Hey, we're going to do it again tomorrow night with the Bomb Squad Racing Xfinity Series. Tune in at 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, that's Friday night. We'll be racing right here from Phoenix. Then it's a very special race. Join myself and Tommy Bordeaux for the call of the Indiana 200 with the ASRA National Championship from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Always a special event. You can check out last year's event. Ricky, we called that race last year, and that was a fun time. You're not going to want to miss that one Monday night. Then a pair of All-Star Racing Cup Series events there. The next 2 up on the schedule next Wednesday from Kansas, and then the following at Martinsville, and of course the Hobo Modifieds return to JTN from Bullring West. All those races live only on JTN. You want to keep up to date on all those races, you got to make sure you're following us on Twitter and Facebook. Again, JoeTowNetwork, but we got you linked in the description below as well.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a while since we did a Hobo race.
I'm excited to get back over there with those boys at Hobo.
Oh, they're going to be chomping at the bit to put on a good show on Thursday. I know it.
And I know we got their championship race coming up there, too, the next Tuesday with their Cup Series. So going to be a fun time, to say the least.
Yo, as we've been kind of watching these guys going through the field, this top 4 kind of all vying each other. little further back here, 6th spot. Rick Craddock been taking a challenge for the 4th Silver Bullet the past few laps. Really been racing each other hard. Actually, looks like 22 is going to overshoot turn 2 a little bit, check up a little bit, and the 4's going to get right back on his bumper. They seem like they keep getting side by side, but neither one can actually pull away. You see Silver Bullet pulls in deep here, coming into turn 3, gets that bottom line, gonna have the preferred lane, possibly, but the 22's powering back on that outside line. They're going to be a dead heat coming down the back straightaway. Front straightaway, excuse me. This isn't new Phoenix, this is old Phoenix. This is old new Phoenix.
Silver Bullet, he completes that pass through turns 1 and 2. So give him that 6th spot. Sorry, Terry Scott there in the 66 now pulling up to the back bumper of Craddock. An orange ski machine here tonight. Is that 22?
Yeah, a little different from that green machine.
Good looking race car there.
Very handsome car. Looking back up front here at 2nd spot, Ricky J really starting to logjam these two guys up behind him. 28 of Keith MC and 29 of KJ. KJ actually going to throw it to the inside here in turn 3, trying to make a pass on this 28, leapfrog him for position. See if he can go challenge that 193 machine. I think these guys know that Brandon Hawkins not really running away from those guys in 3rd and 4th. Watching the lap times, it's just that Ricky J's car is falling off a little bit more, and they just can't. They just don't have the speed to pass him just yet. But now KJ's going to make a difference on that. 029 comes to the inside, going through the dog leg. Going to be a dead heat coming to turn 3. But the 029 up to the 2nd spot. And now he's going to set his sights on the leader, Brandon Hawkins. See if old KJ there can do anything about this leader.
I think KJ got sick of waiting there behind those two, and he just decided to take matters into his own hands to get by Ricky J in that 193.
Yeah, definitely. I think Keith MC's got a faster car than Ricky J. I think it was just his car was stalling out a little bit more. He didn't want to make that too aggressive. I could see it that he was checking up a little bit in turn 1. You got a huge run coming down the front straightaway, and then check up a little bit in turn 1 just so he didn't run the 93 over on entry. But Killjoules gets big loose coming off of turn 4 there. That's going to let Ricky J get back to the inside of him.
Well, Ricky J also got loose on the bottom, so he doesn't have the shot down there into 1 and 2. He stays behind that 029 Corvette.
That's the thing about this whole short track characteristics, Joe. There's a lot of spin, a lot of looseness here when you're coming off the turns, especially in turn 2, just because it's so banky. Just that rear end will just... Turn 4 is kind of like it too, but that rear end just kicks out so much. You're just sort of... Your car gets a little cockeyed, and you just sort of are counter steering it the whole way through.
Ricky J
and
lets
if you give
Keith
it too
MC
much gas, and the rear end really kicks out on you. It's like drifting.
Folks, remember we got that poll going, so if you haven't already, take your pick. Who do you think is going to finish 2nd in the points? Greg Lovell, who currently coming into tonight sits 3 back, but is well in front of the 103 and Nelly. So go ahead and place your votes. We'll close that probably about, what do you want to say, about halfway through this race? Good time to close the vote?
Yeah, we can do it halfway.
Gotta get another poll going at that point, right?
Oh, yeah. I forgot we were doing multiple ones. I thought you were just going to put one up all night.
Brandon Hawkins putting Magoo a lap down. That 144 struggling here tonight. They installed in that 144 as part of the digital dash. They actually installed a live feed to JTN. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's. I'm not sure how I feel about the looking away from the track while driving, but you know, it's a neat feature for the folks here at JTN to distract a driver from the cockpit. It really is groundbreaking stuff that we're doing here.
I was gonna say drivers out here in Phoenix already aren't all that great, are they?
Pretty good.
Had some experience getting to the track. So Hawkins, he's kind of stretched the gap a little bit to KJ, who now sits in 2nd. Really, we're single file all throughout the field. A real big racing going on.
Joe, you know, I thought KJ was going to be able to shut the gap more on shut the door more on Brandon Hawkins and really close everything back up. Hasn't been able to do it the last few times by, but you know who has actually had a pretty fast car? The 28 of Keith MC again. Last time by was slower than our leader, but the time before that, quite a bit faster than him. So I think these guys are all putting down fast lap times. It's just a matter of where they're going to get that speed from. We'll see if either the 99 starts to falter or if that 029 comes alive, but Last time by seemed like he did have a good lap, just slower than Brandon Hawkin. This time by actually faster than him. So you know, it's a back and forth. It's a little bit of a tug and war that's going on right now. Tug of war that's going on right now. I don't know why I said tug and a war.
Tug of war.
Tug of war. You don't tug and war. You tug of the war.
Good clean race running here tonight. And if you maybe want to clean up your wardrobe a little bit, head on over to the JTN merch store now. You can get our JTN race car merch available in 2 variations with, well, same design with the black JTN Productions race car and the white JTN merch store race car, both piloted by Sean Whitehill last season in the USORL. Go check that out now. JTN merch store, linked in the description below. I'm wearing my JTN Speed logo hoodie. It's a good hoodie.
Oh. That's a pretty good hoodie. I don't have a hoodie. I got a shirt.
You got the Speed logo shirt too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Part of me wants to just completely rebrand us with that logo, but I like our little box. A little rhombus. Is that a rhombus?
A little rhombus.
A little slanted rectangle.
Parallelogram.
Yeah. A little parallelogram. And this track is shaped like a diamond. That's a rhombus, right?
You're asking me questions that I'm not going to have the brain power to do at this
Yes.
hour of the night.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because like a square is a rhombus, but a rhombus isn't a square. This is called the diamond in the desert.
Yeah, let's just say it's a rhombus. I don't know. I'm gonna say
It's a rhombus.
A rhombus. A rhombus. I can't remember.
High school geometry was a long time ago.
A little bit long time ago, but you know what wasn't a long time ago? When the 28 was gaining on the 029, which he's doing right now. KJ getting really loose here in turn 2, just wiggled all the way up the track. That's gonna let Keith MC just blow right on by him and take the second spot. Joe, I'm wondering if that handling on that Assassin's Creed car is starting to falter a little bit for Killjoules. It really seems like that car is a little loose.
Little loosey-goosey?
A little loosey-goosey. Like I said, you're throwing it really deep into turn 1 here. It's very easy to make that rear end step out, but it just seemed like KJ lost it there. It chased it all the way up the track. Didn't seem like he could get any grip to it. Just let Keith MC blow right on by him.
I think
Look a little further back here. Sorry, the 193 of Ricky J getting on by the 49 of Brain Fade. Lap down, but Ricky J dropped to 5 seconds back on our leader from his second place starting spot.
I was going to say, what I'm seeing right now is KJ's maybe a little bit better down here in 3 and 4 as we get down into that entry right now. But Keith looks better in 1 and 2. Does that make sense? Because KJ, it looks like, and this time, of course, he doesn't do it, but he can hunt the bottom a little bit more down at this end of the track, which I think is advantageous. Because we've really seen those guys that are tight down there in turns 3 and 4, they've struggled early on, and you know, if you have that tight condition already, you're probably going to keep building tight as the night goes on, as the run goes on. I'm really liking what I'm seeing out of that 029 in that set of corners now. Not like in how uneasy that car looks down in 1 and 2.
I think he explained it perfectly there, Joe. And you see him again, a little bit of a bobble there in 3 and 4, but recovers, stays.
This is where he loses the time, though.
Yeah, but that time it almost seemed like the 28 didn't really get through there that great.
They just try to make a liar of me any chance they get, these two do. AJ makes the pass for seconds. Always lose.
It's a tricky thing here. or people are gonna get loose. It does seem like both these guys are definitely having some handling issues. Brandon Hawkin are really starting to pull away from these guys right now. That 99 car does not really seem like it's really losing any grip. KJ, wow, he is waggling off a turn 2.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle. You just see it. He was fishtailing. 32 car on the apron. Looks like he's coming down pit road here. Bo Slayton lap down in the 32. Or 2 laps down, excuse me. Steve KJ can hang on to the second position. Oh, he's getting very loose. Wow, you can see it. He's chasing it all the way up the track. Had to keep it off the outside wall there in the rear. The whole car just over-rotated towards the dog leg. That car is not handling well right now. Fast, but it's not, it doesn't look super yieldy at the moment. Ricky J in the 193 grazes the wall a little bit coming off turn 4. 028 Monty Keller down on pit road. Terry Scott in the 66 from 7th spot down on pit road. Joe, I think we're starting to see pit stops here.
Oh, you think?
Mike Coulong in the 199, 9th position coming down.
At 199, battle's still on for second. He's got really loose there to the inside of KJ. These two are dogging each other right now.
Yeah, it's making for some entertaining racing here for a second. Brandon Hawkins kind of running away from him because he's racing unopposed, but man, it's fun to watch back here.
Well, it's nice just about all the battles for second, right? Battle for second on the track, battle for second in the points.
Yep.
It's the motif for tonight.
103 of Nelly from coming down pit road right now.
So KJ and Keith MC come down the pit
They're
lane
both coming down pit road.
together. Keep an eye
We'll
on
see
how
who
that
comes
shakes out.
first from this.
We go to our leader, Brandon Hawk, and have to think that he will be coming this time by. This is kind of giving us the indication, too, that it's a 2-stop race. Gonna go another lap is that 99. I guess he's got a pretty decent lead, so stay out there as long as you can. Maybe give up a little bit of time, so that way you make it it's for sure a 2-stop race. I mean, we're on the cusp.
I'm really wild about pitting late, but Ricky J coming down here from 2nd spot, so...
Yeah, but when you're Brandon Hawkin, you don't care.
True.
He'll just say, "Oh, sorry," you know, to Victor. There he comes.
Silver bullet coming down. Yep, there it is. Brandon Hawkin coming down pit road.
So who does that give way? Who's going to take the lead here? Everyone else a lap down already?
22 and the 4 were on the track, but 4 came down pit road.
The Craddock
not
going to
sure
get a
22's
lap
on
led
pit road.
then. So Rick Craddock will lead the lap.
Rick Craddock out here making sure this isn't a total blowout. He's going to come down pit road, though, this time by and get those 4
he's
tires
screaming.
of fuel if he keeps it straight, and he does, but he almost spun it.
Hey.
Magoo coming down the 144 machine as well. That should relinquish the lead over to somebody. I think Brandon Hawkins. Yep, Brandon Hawkins all cycles through.
More things change, the more they stay the same.
So KJ got out ahead quite a bit of Keith MC. So KJ kind of has some clear sailing for a little bit on those fresh tires. See if he can start tracking down Brandon Hawkins here.
Trying to sail off into the distance.
Trying to ride off into the sunset, as it were. Has actually trimmed it down a little bit, back down to about 2 seconds. That pit cycle. Remember, Hawkins was about
He was 2 laps later than them.
4 seconds ahead of him by the time pit stops rolled around there. So shows how much time it you can gain and lose on track there, depending on how you pit. And then Brandon Hawkins also has a little bit fresher tires, so that could play into his favor as well. Magoo coming back down pit road here. And sideways,
Oh, no.
he's around at pit entry.
Oh, Magoo.
We stay green.
Big level to the inside of Andrew Miller.
Last time by, though, the KJ actually closes in by about 2/10 there on Brandon Hawkins, running faster than the 99. Last time by, we'll see if he does it again. 27.069 for Brandon Hawkins. KJ hits the line 26.869, down to 2 seconds. 2 more tenths cut off. So that 029 And that 28 machine, they're flying early on in this run.
They're zooming.
They are zooming, indeed. They're actually starting to get within a turn of Brandon Hawkin, who's also coming up on lap draft here on the 199. Mike Coulon, who's also trying to race the 028 in Monte Keller.
Those two are racing for position.
Yes, they are. That's for the top 10.
Those two racing for 10th. Brandon Hawking trying to navigate his way through. He's going to be aggressive here to get by these guys.
Yeah, he's going to get hung up by him. Mike Coulon can't really go anywhere. All he can do is kind of truck it past the 028, which he does. Throws it up high on the track here for Brandon Hawkin. Gave him a lot of room, but he's also going to kind of throttle it back up top, fall in line. Brandon Hawkin gets on by. So that's really going to hurt his lap time at 27.6 there compared to KJ running a 26.9, down to 1 second gap between second and first right now. But now they got to deal with this lap traffic. We'll see what the 028 and the 199 do here. I would imagine they're going to give them a little more slack. They're not racing each other for anyone for position right now. Yeah, Monte Keller will let them right on by.
Yeah, the lap cars, I don't know why it is, but for some reason they let the second place car go by a little bit quicker than the first place car.
I think it's because the first place car, you're kind of trying to not get lapped. There's an incentive to race them. When you get to the second place, you're kind of rolling over and admitting that's like, all right, I'm going to go lap down. Now it's just a matter of let's make sure I'm the only guy lap down.
I know.
Their first car lap down. There's not much you can do in that case, so there's no reason to waste your stuff fighting someone when you don't need to.
I know. It was. Never mind.
199 is having some problems getting past this 199 car though, but Coulon looks like he's going to move up the track, let him on by. Gets out of the way here before he slows him up too much. Brandon Hawkin now going to come up on the 32 machine. This leader cannot get away from this lap traffic right now.
Like you talked about, I mean, KJ and Keith MC, they're for a long time during that first run of the race, they were nowhere near in Brandon's rear
that
view.
Really hurts KJ there. Caught the 32 right on exit of turn 2. He saw how much he was wiggling. He's cut this lead down to within a second, actually below a second, 0.97. I don't know if that's going to stay that way just because he's going to scrub some time off on this lap where Brandon Hawkins going to be able to kind of put up a pretty clean lap. And no, he's about even with Brandon Hawkins, so stays at 1 second.
Hawkin running into some... Well, got Magoo in front of him, but then after that got a little bit of a distance up to Silver Bullet. Magoo gets out of the way.
Magoo's going to let him on by here. That's because he had to take a pit road penalty too, so he's not even one lap down. He's 3 laps down right now, so I think he's a little bit behind. He definitely knows that he can't do a whole ton there right now with the leader. Yeah. He's not really vying for a lap down lucky dog spot or anything. Right now, 0.2 of a second faster with KJ last time by, down to 0.87 seconds on our leader, Brandon Hawkin. You're going to wonder if Brandon's saving. I've said this before. He's really good at these tracks that have a high tire wear of just being fast, but also saving his stuff. He's got quite a good poker face for it. You never really know when he's fighting his car, when he's showing how fast it really is, and when he's sort of intentionally, not sandbagging, but taking it easy so that he doesn't burn out the equipment. He can put together a full run. It's unreal how he does that. I've had him explain it to me what he's doing as teammates in other leagues. I've had him explain to me point for point. Oh, KJ gets loose in turn 1. That's going to let the 28 get to the inside of him. But Keith MC up to second. I was just going to say, I was being teammate with Brandon Hawkin in the league. I've had him explain to me point for point what he's doing sometimes in terms of how to save tires and how to put as little wheel input into the car as possible and still get it to rotate. And it's a foreign language to me how he does it.
Wheel settings.
Not even just wheel settings. Just wheel settings that too. But just how he
wheel settings.
Just keeping the car setup too. He runs a very particular kind of steering ratio. He runs like a 12-to-1 steering ratio. He runs it snappy. That guy's. He spends all this. He races so many go-karts. He needs that car to handle like a go-kart, just super snappy and super responsive. But man, he makes it work. This time by, though, the 28, Keith MC, again, faster than the leader by about a tenth of a second. So Keith, again, he's starting to show his speed here. You got to wonder if the bottom's going to fall out eventually. As you see the 28 getting loose off of turn 4 there. If these guys kind of burn their stuff out over this run, that's where Brandon Hawkins getting the advantage. The lap times level out because these guys start fighting those rear tires, and meanwhile, he's sort of been babying it the whole time, and he can use that to maintain his speed.
This battle for second is just amazing here tonight. They are putting on a show.
They definitely are, but they're going to let that leader get away.
That's okay. It's more fun to race, right?
That is true, and these guys are all, if you can't beat the winner, there's nothing wrong with saying you finished second to the winner, if it means being ahead of the guy that finished third to the winner. All that matters is you're better than someone.
You just don't want to be the guy that finishes last.
Exactly. Now come across the line, 27.061, 27.099 for the 29 car KJ. So, like I said, I think we're starting to hit that point where these guys, the handling starts to go away on these second and third place here. And this is where Brandon Hawkins' bread and butter is, that just where those saving those tires kind of plays into his hand, that he could sort of maintain. He's losing lap time too as these tires wear in, but he loses it at a lot less of a stark drop.
And not as big of a clip.
As KJ comes around this time by for 27-1, 27-2 to Keith MC. Brendan Hawkins still running 27 flat, which just kind of illustrates my point, is that he knows how to not destroy those tires early on so that he could just keep running as consistently fast as the tire wear will permit him. And for a lot of guys on track, they got to race each other so much that they're going to burn them out one way or the other. So being that leader, being able to dictate that helps a lot.
Well, folks, we're just at halfway in this one, so we're going to close our first poll of the night. 60% of voters thought that Greg Lovell's going to finish second in the points. 40% well, they're rooting for Nelly in that 103.
What do you think, Joe?
I think Lovell, the way this race has been run, everyone's so spread out. Right now, if you're rooting against, if you're picking against that 088, you got to think that you have a strong opinion that the 103's got something up his sleeve.
On watching these guys, Brandon Hawkins just making it look easy out there. Getting caught up on some lap traffic here, the 22 Rick Craddock. This is the 8th spot. So again, it gets a little harder. Every guy he passes, just keep lapping him. It gets a little dicier, and they start running into that here as he starts getting up into this, close to this top 5.
What spot is Nelly in right now?
Nelly is in the 7th spot. Next car to go a lap down if the leader keeps coming like he is.
So, here's the thing right now. Lovell is sitting 5th. Nelly 7th, so that's only 2 points that he make up. So right now, Nelly has the second place in points by one singular point. That 22 of Craddock, he's also kind of sticking with this 103, maybe making up some time too. So be interesting to see what happens in the case of a tiebreaker. Usually it'll go to wins, and I believe Nelly might have the edge there. Don't quote me on that, so we'll just have to wait and see. But right now, that 103 trying not to go a lap down to our leader, Brandon Hawkins.
Yeah, and he's got to kind of fight for this. Brandon Hawkins could get on by him here, but trying to maintain his point spot right now. The 088 of Greg Lovell running in the 5th spot. Nelly in the 103 in the 7th spot. So I think, mathematically speaking, I think Nelly would still be ahead there. Around at these guys. Nelly fighting the 22. Rick Craddock. That's actually for position there.
Yeah,
Brandon Hawk comes
again,
across the line. Does a 27-1, 27-3 for the second place car. So again, lap shows you where those tires are. Brandon Hawken really starting to take it away here.
again, watching this battle for 7th. If Craddock gets around Nelly, that would move us into a tie for 2nd in the points. So it's very important for this 103 car to try to hold on to this position, but Craddock, he's there on the inside down into turns 1 and 2. Oh, he's going around.
Oh, no.
He saves it. We're going to lose a lot of time. No caution. As that 22 keeps it straight.
Joe's dying. Oh. Yeah, Joe just coughed really loud because he's dying. Told me so. Breaking here on JTN. Joe is dying. I repeat, Joe is dying. Maybe not. I don't know. Joe, are you dying?
I am not. I am not. Real professional of you there for me to mute my mic and then you to tell everyone at home that I'm coughing. Real professional, Ricky.
Okay. I mean, now they're going to be like, oh, why are you not talking?
You never know. Could be talking to our producer, Bristol. They don't know.
You don't know. I don't know anything.
KJ trying to get around Nelly. AJ looks a little better this time on this run compared to Keith in that 28.
Yeah, it seems like he's definitely been able to rectify some of the handling modes of that car.
Gets on by Nelly. Now next car in front of KJ is that 99 of Brandon Hawkins. Still a ways away is our leader. He pulls up on Brain Fade in that 49 Dodge Dart. Man, I want a Dodge Dart so bad. I love those cars. They look cool.
They are pretty neato.
I was told, though, just to get a Chrysler 200 because it's the same car.
They are.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Chrysler 200's at all any measure better, though.
They're both wonderful cars. What do you mean, better? You can't get much better than Fiat. I mean, Chrysler. What? It's Stellantis.
Stellantis.
Bunch of mergers there.
Bunch of mergers. You know what isn't merging right now? The track positions here out at Phoenix. Everyone's staying pretty static. His 28 and 29 just keep going at each other. Can't really seem to get away from each other.
They're best friends, you know what I mean? They're best friends, they're just gonna keep battling with each other.
Having a fun time. We're gonna keep fighting. And the 029 actually gets really loose at a turn 1 here. No, he's bobbling big time. Oh, right up at the wall. Can he hang on to it?
Oh my goodness. I don't know how he didn't just collect Keith.
I don't know how he did. Oh, and he comes into the outside wall there. I think he's maybe a little miffed there. 32 down on the apron, coming to pit road. I think we're going to start seeing pit stops somewhere soon, because this 029 definitely needs some tires. '66 088 on pit road. This should be the last round of green flag pit stops. So this is really going to be the execution point for a lot of these guys. Make sure you don't speed.
They're going to need to save some fuel, though. I mean, they're right on the cusp of making it.
Yeah, but it's also Phoenix. I feel like they can save a lot more than like you can at an intermediate or anything. KJ coming back around Nelly here. That's not for position. Nelly actually a lap down. 22 down on pit road. The 028 coming down to pit road. I would imagine Brandon Hawkins probably going to hang out here for a little bit. No real reason to not, I guess.
New poll posted. Who do you think will win tonight's race? Our current race leader and dominator, Brandon Hawkins. Can that 28 to Keith MC get on up there? The 029 to KJ, can he rebound after that scary moment a couple laps to go? Or if you think someone else is going to win, select that other option and put it in chat. Go ahead and make your picks now. We'll close that with, I don't know, 20 laps to go.
Beep boop, beepity boop.
You don't get anything special from that poll. You just get the satisfaction of knowing that you're right if you're right. And if you're wrong, no one knows.
Oh, you get the satisfaction of being better than people. How is that hard to grasp? 199 coming down pit road here. Let's give it an eye out just to kind of let this all cycle through. Just gonna be waiting on it here to see if Brandon Hawkins pits when he's gonna pit. He fought it out for quite a bit for last time, and he's still running 27 threes, 27 fives. Oh, 3 cars coming down. Brain Fate's coming down. KJ comes down. Keith MC all come down. They kind of lit him up a little bit. Coming down pit road, so we'll see if he is to pit speed. But all the front runners coming in here. Brandon Hawkins still gonna stay out though. Yeah, we got 4 votes in already, and I just see Brandon Hawkins at 100%. I don't know if anyone's gonna vote against him.
Yeah, well.
If you vote against Brandon Hawkins, I'll give you a contrarian prize. You don't get anything, but you're cool.
That's a pretty good prize.
I'll nod my head approvingly.
Oh, someone did it.
Someone did what?
Someone...
Oh, there you go. Keith MC. Watch that actually be Keith.
I mean, we've seen crazier things happen, especially for this 99 car, especially, you know, a few weeks ago in Charlotte, blowing the tire on the last lap.
193 Ricky J down on pit road, by the way. Sorry about that.
And in the win over to that 193 Ricky J. Interesting last 10 weeks for this 99 team when they've shown up. Obviously, they won last time they were on the track at Kansas.
Brandon Hawkins is still not pitted here, Joe. He's really going to just kind of let this wait as long as he can. No real reason for him to come down, to be honest. He's running faster out there than some of these guys on old tires were by quite a bit. Only still running 27.6s out there. For Silver Bullet down from 5th place. I guess I'll just kind of let it run out.
He's just going to, like I said, he's going to wait to pit. We're now in that threshold. You can make it to the end for sure. You don't have to worry about saving any. You just want to make sure. Just want to make sure you don't run that last run isn't too long to where you lose a tire hawking down the pit lane.
Comes down pit road. That works out great for everyone else because if there was a caution right now, everyone's a lap down except for Brandon Hawkins. So
I don't think it would work for everybody, but you know. Sure, Brandon.
Yeah, but
Brandon would do one of his little trademarks.
Is the only car on the lead lap for the rest of the race.
He'd do one of his little trademarked Canadian giggles.
Ooh. That's not what he does.
That was exactly like he sounds. Nope.
Brandon Hawkins getting 4 tires here on pit road, filling that car up with, I don't know, Sunoco fuel. Is it branding Sunoco for us? What are we doing?
Sunoco Racing Fuel.
Sunoco Racing Fuel.
You ever go to Sunoco?
Yes, but not frequently. There's a lot more shells in my area.
I thought you were going to say there's a lot of cheaper gas stations.
I mean, there are.
That too.
I don't think I've ever gone to a Sunoco and been like, wow, that's a cheaper one. Brandon Hawkins off pit road. He is in first. We'll see where this shuffles out in terms of lap spread. Here for the 28 to Keith MC. The 3.85. So Keith MC is closer back down from like 8 seconds down to 3.85. But does he have enough to catch this 99 car? We've seen it all night. Hawkins doesn't have the short run speed, but he definitely has the long run speed. And Keith's got about, I don't know, maybe like 35 laps here to chase this leader down.
If you're that 99, you want to see that. You don't want to see one of those pesky flags out there.
You don't.
Not even gonna say the color.
Actually, if there's a caution, it'll probably play into everyone else's hands because we don't know if Brandon Hawkins' car is at full tilt right now or what it's going to do under full tilt.
See, you weren't supposed to say the word.
I thought one came out.
That would have been really bad.
Again, starting to see the same thing here. This 28 car just been running about 2/10 of a second faster lap than Brandon. And slowly starting to close that gap again, but he's got a long way here. 3.5 seconds. That's going to be a hard fight. What he wants to do is make sure he hits his marks here. And Hawkins comes down to turn 3 here unopposed. Going to be coming up on the lap car, the 11 machine of Monty Keller.
Hey folks, while we're out here, we got a bunch of great racing coming at you, presented by our friends at TWB Technologies. Together we are better, always better when you're tuning in here on a Thursday night to JTN. Next broadcast, of course, tomorrow night, right here, same place, same time, same track. The Phoenix Raceway with Bomb Squad Racing Xfinity Series, their season finale. Coverage beginning there, 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. Join me for another great night of racing under the lights here out in the desert. The Indiana 200 is Monday, November the 8th. Coverage beginning there, 8:50 p.m. Eastern Time with the ASRA National Championship from Indianapolis. Always a special event. Going to be a great time. We have Tommy there for that race. It's going to be fun. We're going to have some fun with some Indy cars and the All-Star Racing Cup Series from Kansas, November the 10th, November 17th. Again, All-Star Racing Cup Series from Martinsville. That'll end their round of 8. We'll set our championship for there. And the next time you're on a call, Ricky, at least right now, November the 18th for the Hobo Modifieds from the Bullring West. All those races, though, live, only on JTN. You just got to write them down right now in your calendar. Make sure you write them down, write down the time. You don't necessarily, all you got to write, you write JTN, so that's 3 letters on that day, and then you just write 8:50 or 9:05 or whatever time it may be. You just write that down. Bada bing, bada boom, you're set. Won't forget it.
8:50:05.
But just in case you don't have a calendar or a planner, you can head on over to JTN Twitter at JoeTowNetwork. You head on over to our Facebook again, JoeTowNetwork. Give us a like, follow us there, and you'll stay up to date. You'll see everything. You'll get posts when a new Fake Racers podcast goes live. Any new content, honestly, goes live right here on the JTN YouTube. You don't want to miss out on any of the stuff we do here on JTN, because we're going to keep building this wagon as we're closing in on 25 laps to go. You ever ridden in a wagon, Ricky?
Like a little red wagon, big red wagon.
No, wagon.
Wagon red wagon.
I just said wagon, so whatever you think a wagon is.
Station wagon.
Caution's out.
Oh, there's a caution out. 029 KJ around in turn 1.
Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Uh-oh.
First caution of the night. KJ going around here. Just a little self-spinnerino. But stopped out there on the track. Officials throw the yellow. Brandon Hawkins, not what he wanted to see, Ricky.
Not what he wanted to see, because now everyone's going to have a bunch of speed.
Now everyone's going to get some fresh tires, most likely. Going to be right there on his back bumper. Yeah, Zach, you definitely jinxed it.
Jinxed it, you jinxed it, and you probably stinksed it.
Unfortunate.
I don't even know what stinked it means, but you did it. Everyone's going to come down pit road here. Brandon Hawkins got to deal with a 25-lap mad dash here to the end. Probably less than 25 laps, closer to 20. Can he hang on to this? Now he's going to have to put all of his eggs into one basket here. He's going to have to go full tilt here for the next 25 or so laps. And hope that these guys fall off a lot quicker when they're putting more pressure on themselves.
Crazy, you can hear the hum of the crowd right now. They're in shock seeing that yellow come out.
The voting started to change when the wreck happened. Someone voted for KJ.
Oh, how the turns have tabled.
How the turntables have turned my tables. How would you take 2 tests? Let's mix it up. Come on, 2 tests. 2 tests.
Nah, we're taking 4.
The cars come down, wave around, lap downs, lap ups. Every single car under the sun coming down pit road here. Brandon Hawkin will get the lead. And we'll see where this ends up, where we end up getting one to go on this. I would imagine it's going to be maybe, I don't know, 103, 104.
I mean, you never know if you don't go.
Wow.
Never shine if you don't glow.
Actually, I did that wrong. It's wow. Someone else just now people are just voting for KJ.
Now they're
Others
just
vote too.
changing their votes. I'll leave it open for a little bit longer.
Vote for KJ to win the race if you think that people are voting for KJ to win the race just because he's fun. Come on, let's rig this. First JTN pole night ever. We're gonna rig it. A lot of cars waiting on pit road down here. Big old log jam as these lap down cars all get their stuff sorted. 1 lap to go here before we go back green at Phoenix. 104 of 125. That's going to be 22 laps to go, I believe, Joe.
22 laps to go.
22 laps.
Oh my goodness, we're going out to get crazy here in the desert. Car got damaged from that Rick deal. AJ, what did we miss? Did we just have a Fox moment?
You might have had a Fox moment.
My goodness. This is why we need Bristol to just be...
He came around the... I'm trying to think, what Rick deal?
Rick Hendrick?
No, Rick Craddock.
Oh.
Joe, what were you thinking? Man, who's the one? Oh, there's 2 Ricks on track, I guess. There's Ricky J, but...
Yeah, that was the... Anyways, pace car coming down the pit lane. Braden Hawkin, Keith Dempsey, Ricky J, Greg Lovell, your top 4 here for the restart. And we're going to go an extra lap under yellow. Let the lapped cars all get... Everybody gets a lap back here. Everybody gets a lap back.
Everybody gets a lap back.
Now, if I didn't know any better, that's a little peachy. It'll be 21 laps to go when we go back green flag racing.
21 laps. No one else voted on Brandon Hawkin. We got 57%. That's a lucky number.
That's a lucky number.
That is the luckiest number of them all. 5 plus 7 equals
Do
12.
Do I just end the poll now?
No, because I want to see if anyone else votes for KJ. Oh,
Yeah, 22 got
KJ.
loose in turn 1. Got damaged. Okay.
He's
You were
in 5th. You still got this. You still got this. You still got this, dude.
yeah, you were right, Ricky.
You still got this. You still got this.
It's there with Rick Craddock in the 22. Well, here we go. Let's try this again. This time at the line, it'll be 21 laps to go. Brandon Hawkin with control. And 1 to go.
1 to go. So we will be going with
20.
20 laps to go. Actually, 20 laps to go. So welcome to our TWB 20 laps to go. Even though they don't sponsor the 20 laps to go, because that seems to make more sense than... Actually...
20 is...
Yeah,
20 is probably more sense
than 10 laps
than...
to go, because TWB 20 T W, E. Rhymes.
Yeah, what does the B stand for?
Blue.
There was a word I wanted to say. It was a naughty word, and I didn't say it.
Yep.
I was waiting for you to say it.
You are correct, but we will be going with 20 laps to go here, so it's going to be a bit of a mad dash here. Can Brendan Hawkin hang on to this? We've seen Keith MC's got a fast car. Ricky J's back in the shuffle. Does he have the handling now? Has he been tweaking that car all night? Can he get back into this to make a charge late in the race here? I already got the championship tonight, but that race trophy looks pretty snazzy.
Every trophy looks good on your shelf. Getting ready to go back. Green flag racing. 20 laps to go. Brandon Hawkin, Keith MC, Ricky J, Greg Lovell, and KJ Kilojoules, your top 5 here for the restart with 20 laps to go in this one. Green flag, we're back underway.
I almost thought they weren't going to get going.
I did too. I got scared.
Brandon Hawkins going to lead him down to turn 1.
He's clear.
Going to go about a lane up the track. They start getting split here by the 93 Ricky J. Greg Lovell drops back. Ricky J to the inside here, coming into turn 3. Keith MC clears the 193, and now he's going to set his sights on the leader, Brandon Hawkins.
Hawkin with a good restart. He gets out to a decent gap. Then second, third, and fourth, all underneath the blanket as they try to close in on the leader. Ricky J trying to find a way around Keith MC. Keith MC trying to find a way to get to the back bumper of that 99 that has been so elusive here tonight from Phoenix. And oh, hey, don't look now. KJ's just spun out to bring out that last caution. He's sitting there in fourth.
I said he still has something here. Let's see if Keith MC can put anything together right now. Gets a really good run off of turn 3 and 4 there. Really starts to close it back up to Brandon Hawkins' back bumper. Like you said, Hawkins good on the long run. We just don't know what his short run speed is here. This might play more into the 28's hands than Hawkins.
Will a victory slip through the hands of Brandon Hawkin once again here towards the end of the year? We will just have to wait and see. Hawkin with the lead still. Keith MC trying to close in.
Lap times almost identical last time by 26.719 Brandon Hawkin to 26.712 Keith MC. So incrementally faster is that 28 car right now.
Well, the poll is going to close in just about a lap, so if you haven't already, get that vote in for who you think's going to win here tonight.
Brandon Hawkin just flipped the switch, though, and that 99 machine just ran his fastest lap of the race, 26.660. That's one of the fastest laps we've seen on track tonight, so I think Brandon Hawkin's pretty serious about trying to lead this thing.
And Ricky, voting has closed with 56% of the vote. The fans at home think Brandon Hawkins going to get it done here tonight.
That's a pretty good vote, to be honest. He's really been taking every challenge as it comes and been passing them with flying colors. He's got this late race dash. See if we can hang on to it here. And right now, he's looking pretty good. Don't look now. Keith MC just ran a 26.670. His fastest lap on track. He's not letting Brandon Hawkin take all the glory here. He wants everyone to know he's got a fast car, too.
Wants to let him know.
You see that 28 car is really hugging that paint. Brandon Hawkin kind of arcs it up a little bit in the turn, then pulls it back down on exit. I feel like he gets a really good run. I don't really know which one's the preferred way because they're both running so fast right now.
I think whatever.
Like nobody else is in the time zone of what these two cars are running right now on track.
Well, and you can see that KJ's gotten back by Ricky J for third. And to watch for second in the points, Nelly right now, is he running in eighth, Ricky?
He's running 7th.
Oh, so right now Nelly would hold on to that second place points positioning unless Greg Lovell can find a way around this 193 or Ricky J, and then have to try to find a way around KJ.
Yo, Joe, what's also going to be interesting about this as we're coming around through 3 and 4 for 11 laps to go, Brandon Hawkins really pushing his car now. How is it going to react later on? We saw how loose some of these guys were when they pushed their cars a lot. 28's been pushing it all race. The 029 has been all race. Brandon Hawkins sort of just now flipping the 100% switch. How's the rear end of that car going to handle if those tires start to warm up in this next 10-lap sprint?
He'll be fine.
You think so?
They got that car. I understand where the concern would be. He hasn't run this hard all night long, but man, with 10 laps to go here, I don't think if this was a longer run, maybe. But it was only a 20-lap run. And of course, this is your TWB 10 to go. Head on over to GardenLightsDirect.com. From porches to patios to more. All your outdoor lighting needs, GardenLightsDirect.com has you covered. That's GARDENLIGHTS. DIRECT.com, GardenLightsDirect.com, TWB 10 to go. Now 9 to go for the 99 of Hawken.
There you go, 99 of Hawken. Just a back and forth between these two right now. Hawken gets a fast lap, then Keith gets a fast lap, and then Brandon gets a fast lap. It just back and forth, back and forth. A little bit of a yo-yoing game, but staying within half a second of each other here on track.
And if you're Keith, you just, even if maybe he's a little bit faster than you, you just want to stay within sight of that 99, right? If he makes a mistake, if he slips up, you got to be there to pounce, to take advantage of that mistake. Not that Hawken makes a lot of them. It looks like that 28 gets really loose through the center of the corner. He's sliding those tires. Going to lose a little bit more time here.
Yeah, Luck had a really good lap last time by. Closed it down to 0.4 seconds. Looks like he lost the nose a little bit going through 1 and 2 there. Kind of slid it all the way through the turn. We'll have to regroup here. I think this is going to be a hard lap for him.
Just might be too
looks like the car
late.
almost does it again. I'm wondering if those tires are starting to go away.
And looking back at Nelly, who currently sits second in the points. Getting a challenge from Rick Craddock and Silver Bullet. Those two still battling for position now behind him. And if both of them or one of them gets around this 103, it's going to make that second place position a little tighter in the point standings.
Yeah, for sure. And they're going to be... There's a little bit of slicing and dicing left here. Right now, that second place spot in points, looking at it, Greg Lovell's still in that 5th spot, Nelly in 7th. So right now, Nelly still takes that second spot. It's going to be close, I think. He
still
takes that second spot.
Finding a way to survive right now is this 103 team.
That is very much true.
Go back up to our leader, Brandon Hawken. He's gotten away. Only 5 laps to go for this time at the line. We'll take a look back still at this battle for 7th. Nelly trying to hold off Craddock and Silver Bullet.
Yeah, Craddock and Silver Bullet really racing each other hard right now. Nelly really washes up in turn 3 here. That's going to let Craddock get to the inside. Craddock's way on the bottom. Nelly's up by the wall. Craddock's going to get on by Nelly. And he hang on here with the 4 Silver Bullet. He's going to throw it in deep to the turn here. You see the car kind of tries to keep it in that middle lane, tries to kind of squeeze the 4 a little bit. Right now, they'll probably be tied for second in points, but that 4 is going to get on by the 103. He's going to get stuck behind the 22, and that's going to put Greg Lovell into the second place in the points.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, back up front, Brandon Hawken is hanging on. 1.3 second lead here, just trying to bide his time, make sure that he can get to the end of this thing. Oh, we're talking about that. Nelly still racing behind the 4 and 22 who are now battling for position. They're not getting away from Nelly just yet. They're having their own issues. Nelly's got to size back up the 4, make a run here to the inside going into turn 3.
He's got to get by this 4 car because if he can, he'll at least be tied with the 088 level. And I think the 103 has the tiebreaker. Don't know exactly what that tiebreaker is. Silver Bullet gets on by this time at the line, though. Brandon Hawken, he's going to see the white flag. 1 lap to go here from Phoenix. 1 lap to go in the 2021 Cup Series.
Brandon Hawken still just blowing away 26.9 seconds. He is running very fast laps out here, and it's not going to be much of a challenge. Gonna come walking away with this win if nothing catastrophic happens. Has happened before to him, but I don't think it's going to be that tonight.
Through 3 and 4 for the final time, coming off the final corner. Brandon Hawken wins at Phoenix.
Across the line here, Greg Lovell will finish in the 5th spot, and then we'll wait for him to hit the line. It looks like as we're coming through turn 3 and 4, Nelly is going to finish 9th. So that's going to be about 4 spots between him and Greg Lovell. So I think Lovell will walk away with first place in points. Second place in points, excuse me.
I was going to say.
Ricky J officially will be crowned the champion here for the Bomb Squad Cup Series. Him and Brandon Hawken come down the front straightaway, the 32, Bo Slayton try to get on by him. Ricky J will do some burnouts himself.
Champion and a race winner. I don't think this is as unfriendly as what we saw on Sunday either.
There we go. They got it rolling.
Your champion, your race winner. We'll talk with them both after this one. We'll also talk with the rest of our top 3, KJ and Keith MC. Still got a lot of post-race coverage for you, so stick around for it. They're just having fun down there right now.
Y'all just having fun all the time.
Can't even see them through the smoke. Think that's it? Maybe?
Think?
I don't know. I don't want to miss any of the show.
Possibly. Maybe. Yes, no. Maybe, possibly.
See
So.
who can go further. He's lost his motor. Brandon parked right there. And we'll move on to our post-race coverage here. We'll get those results on your screen momentarily. A fantastic way to end the 2021 Cup Series season. Here with the Bomb Squad Racing League. Cannot thank you enough for being here with us in 2021. We started our coverage at Phoenix. We end our coverage at Phoenix. What a fantastic race here tonight. Let's go ahead and bring into the booth our 3rd place finisher, driver of the 029 Chevrolet Corvette. KJ, I know 3rd place is definitely not what you wanted tonight. Take us through the evening.
It was, let's go with eventful, Joe. We'll go with that word. Yeah, this is one of my favorite tracks. I didn't remember a normal setup. I tried something different this week. It felt really good in practice, and when we got into race mode, it was just like a whole different setup. So I don't know if the track changed or if it was just being around all the cars, running those fast lap times changed. But I mean, it felt like a different car. It was still a good car, but it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. But I mean, I'll take 3rd, considering how sideways I was and wrecking I was, and that spin. I mean, wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't a bad night for you, especially like you said, considering the spin down in turns 1 and 2. Is there, when you unload or you come onto the track for the race and the car doesn't feel the way you want it to or you need it to, did you figure out a diagnosis for it, or was it just you were out to lunch for the night, setup wise?
Well, the race earlier in the season, I was too loose on the longer we went going to turn 1. I was racing Robert for the win that first race of the season. So I adjusted for that. And then I thought it was fine. And then when we got in a race, it was just out of control loose. I was way too loose going in and on the exit the first run. And I lost like 5 seconds to Brandon right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I pitted and made some adjustments. I got the car a lot better. I could hold the gas center exit. And I was kind of pacing with him a little better that time. But I was at a tire disadvantage for pitting a little earlier, and all the track time I lost, I'd have to drive it so hard to get to him. He could just save his tires and just wait till I got to him, and he can burn them up again. And then I got the car going pretty good. I was kind of pacing Brandon there, and then 22 had that little mini spin in turn one,
Mhm.
and I must have hit him hard enough. I gave myself damage on the left front, which made the car so pushy loose on the exit. That's what happened on lap 80. It was good until I got to the exit, and then it just snapped. And I chased it all the way down to the inside wall and brought it all the way back. I'm surprised it didn't wreck nobody.
Hey, a good season for you, KJ. We're ending 2021 here tonight. We're ending it tomorrow night with the Xfinity cars. How are you feeling about tomorrow night's event right here back in the desert?
Well, I won last night.
Okay, so pretty good.
Yeah, the truck physics. I got a much better truck setup than I do a cup setup here. I don't know. I can't quite figure out what to do consistently with the cup car. One week I'm really good here, then I can come back and I'm just off. But I feel pretty good about tomorrow night. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I say I put on for the race. So I gotta at least be up front,
Yeah.
do something.
Got to at least get some TV time. But KJ, congratulations once again on another great run, a great season for you and this team. Before we let you go, though, floor is yours.
Yeah, first of all, give a shout out for Brandon. Brandon clearly had the best car tonight. I'd like to get up with him equal tires just to see how much faster he was, but he had the best car. So congrats, Brandon, on the win. Congrats, Ricky on the championship this year. I'm pretty sure he won it by a lot, and he had a lot of wins this year too. So he kind of got them in spurts. He'd get one or two, then he'd get like 3 or 4 in a row. So good job, Ricky, on this season. Also, want to thank you and Ricky here in the booth for broadcasting the race at JTN. It was a really good race tonight. One caution, which was my fault. So sorry about that. Looking forward to maybe one of you guys get out here in the off season with us, get on the track. Also want to give a shout out to Magoo, Brain, Nelly. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting people. All the admins at BSR for putting the league together, running the league, daily operations of the league. Give another shout out for Brian and Kathy Voiles of Voiles Trucking for sponsoring the race tonight. They do a lot that people don't really notice because Brian can't get on here a lot. So give a shout out to you and thank you for Brian and Kathy for that. Me and Keith had a good run tonight. We were trading paint, slinging back and forth at each other. That's pretty much what we do here. I usually wreck him, so I didn't wreck him tonight, so that's always a bonus. Yeah, give a shout out to my wife. I think she was watching a little bit of the race tonight, so make sure I get that in, Joe, before I forget. So yeah.
Hey, I had it written down just in case, and that was the last one I needed to check off on my list. KJ, congratulations once again, and thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us after this one.
All right, thank you guys.
Kilojoules, KJ, your third place finisher here tonight. Let's go ahead and bring in second place driver of the number 28 Lincoln, Mr. Keith MC. Old Mac Daddy, you got a copy?
I got you. How's everybody doing tonight?
I'm doing good, and especially because I believe this is like the first time we've gotten the chance to talk with you after one of these races, and it feels like a couple months.
It's been a while.
It's been a
Thursdays aren't good. Well, Thursday's a bad work day for me, and then sometimes drink a little bit, and yeah.
Hey, maybe bad work days, but a great race tonight for you in that 28 car. What did you need though to get to that 99 on that last run?
I don't know. I was about as loose as I could stand it, and it lasted a really long time. It was just Brandon. Brandon was just a man tonight.
He was that, but we also you and KJ, you guys were battling at duking it out for second place throughout the night, putting on some great racing for all the fans watching on TV, all the ones in the stands. Did you feel like you were a lot better than him, a little better than him? Maybe you're just letting him race with you just to make sure you had some fun here tonight.
Me and KJ, every time we come to Phoenix, we have just hellacious battles. We enjoy racing each other here. But yeah, he was just good enough to keep up with me. That sounds about right.
Sounds about right. But Keith, a great season for you. Wins, podiums, bunch of great races. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us. But before we let you go, just a refresher for you: sponsors, family, friends, whoever you got to thank. Now's the time to do so.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to thank all the guys over here at BSR. They're awesome guys. Voiles Trucking, Magoo, everybody else that runs this league. Great guys. I'd like to thank my girlfriend for putting up with my drunk ass racing every night. And give a shout out to all the happy people in the world.
Keith, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us after this one. And folks, if you want a Mac Daddy shirt, you can head on over to the JTN merch store right now and pick yourself up one. Congratulations once again on the second place run here tonight, Keith.
Thank you, Joe.
Old Mac Daddy driver, the 28, your second place finisher here tonight. Now we go ahead and bring in our race winner, driver, the number 99, 124 of 125. Does that sound about right?
I don't know, but I like that.
It was. Dominant car for you, Brandon. I know you've probably put a lot of work in here at Phoenix, with different leagues and stuff. What's so rewarding about having such a great performance here tonight?
Yeah, it feels really good. I feel like I was finally able to have some long run speed this time again. So yeah, that was really good. I have had a lot of races on Phoenix 2011 and variants of it. So yeah, it's a really comfortable track with me. And turn 1 and 2, they're a couple of my favorite corners on ovals. So yeah, just a really good track, and just had a lot of fun tonight.
It was. While maybe the racing for the lead and for the win wasn't as close, it was a lot of fun to kind of watch you navigate through that lap traffic tonight. Those guys, they always do a good job of kind of giving you the room and the space, but when you I think it was at one point you ran up on the 22, and I don't remember if it was the 4, the 103, the 028. They were racing each other for position. Is that frustrating when you're the leader? Are you understanding of it? What's the mindset when you see those guys side by side in front of you?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty understanding of it. I mean, everybody's racing for position, and like everybody has the right to the track. So yeah, like in some situations it can get frustrating, but everybody was really good about it. And yeah, I think it was only like a lap. I was behind them, and I wasn't even like getting slowed up either. It was yeah, I was just kind of like doing my thing, and they were doing their thing, and they let me go there. So that was really nice of them. And yeah, it wasn't really anything. Yes, it's not really frustrating when, like, I guess really the only time it's frustrating when you're behind lap traffic is if they start like defending or racing you because they want to stay on the lead lap and stuff. But everybody's really nice about it. So yeah, I can't complain.
Can't complain. A dominating performance for you tonight here, Brandon. Congratulations once again, closing out the year with a win. Are we going to see more of you next year over here at Bomb Squad?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I haven't quite thought of if I'm going to run full time or not yet, but yeah, I'm definitely going to run a lot more next season, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, you guys are there to be on the call, and yeah, just yeah, looking forward to racing with all these guys for a full season maybe, and yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Hey, we'll see how it goes. But Brandon, before I let you go, floor is yours.
Of course, just like to thank everybody at BSR, you guys at JTN, and congrats to Rick on the championship. He had a really great season, and everybody just having, it's just a great place to run, and a lot of fun. Everybody gets along really nicely, and yeah, it's just a really good time. So thank you all to everybody, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon.
Hey, can't wait to be back here in 2022. Brandon, congratulations once again on the victory here tonight.
Thank you.
Brandon Hawkins, driver the number 99, your race winner from Phoenix. We now bring in, yes, you see him on the stage. He's got the big trophy, the confetti's flying, driver of the 193. Ricky, my goodness, championship, how does it feel?
It feels really good. It feels really good.
How many of these do you have now?
Oh,
over here.
Over here?
Yes.
This would be my third one over here. Second in the Cup Series.
My goodness. But, I mean, maybe not the Ricky J night that we're used to seeing tonight. But we're not talking about tonight. We're talking about your season as a whole. What does it mean to just, you guys had this championship locked up 2-3 weeks ago, it feels like. What does it mean to just be so dominant here in 2021?
I mean, obviously, it feels really good. Beyond that, it's always hard to process. There really ain't too much to say. I'm just happy that all the hard work and all the time that I put in working on setups and practicing, testing, and going out there and racing with these guys, that I was able to make the right decisions and execute well, and go out there and just do the best and be the best I can be. And it's been a good season, and looking forward to what's next.
Is there anything new next for you? Because that kind of sounds a little ominous, saying we'll see what's next.
Well, I guess you'll just have to find out and see.
I'm gonna leave you on a cliffhanger here in 2021, but Ricky, you've been a treat to talk to all season long. Obviously, we've gotten to talk to you a lot. You did a great job here tonight. You always do a great job for Brian and Kathy Voiles, getting their, obviously getting their logos even more on the broadcast and stuff. And I am sure they are more than grateful to you. You got some great car owners there, but Champion, before we let you go though, one last time, send them away. Thank all those sponsors.
Thank you, Brian and Kathy Voiles. Thank you guys for broadcasting this whole season. You guys did a hell of a job for us. Excuse me. To put it lightly, it's been a great season to have you guys on board broadcasting for us. And we have good races, we have bad races, but it happens. It's all part of it, and we learn from that. And thank you, BSR, everyone here. If it wasn't for everybody in here, I wouldn't be where I am today. It's because of these guys that we come in here and race. It's because of these guys that we have fun and we have a good time and we do what we do. And I really appreciate that. And I always look back at the end of the season and think very highly of that. And I can't thank all you guys enough for what you do. Everyone that's contributed. It's definitely been a fun ride that I'm looking forward to continuing on. And then that's about all I got.
Well, Ricky, once again, congratulations on the 2021 championship. Well deserved, well earned. And thank you for all that you've you always give us little insights and stuff before the races. Can't thank you enough for that, for your support. And again, congratulations on the 2021 Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series Championship.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for everybody that's helped me over the years, and I'm looking forward to next year.
Ricky J, your 2021 Bomb Squad Racing Cup Series champion. Now go get on with the rest of your PR.
Yay!
And from our champion Ricky to our Renegade Cup Series Daytona race winning Ricky.
Did I do that?
I thought so. That was a long time ago.
I don't even remember.
Like.
Man, what a year. Good year.
What a year. But I mean, exactly that. Couldn't have asked for a better way to kind of start this partnership over here with Bomb Squad Racing, could we?
You couldn't. It was a fantastic season. A lot of great racing here on the Cup end. A lot of fun, and man, I'm excited for next year. I'm already excited. We're in November. We gotta wait a few months.
February can't come soon enough, and if you want one more piece of that Bomb Squad Racing action, tune in tomorrow night at 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the JTN YouTube. We're going to have the Xfinity Series season finale right here at Phoenix. Coverage beginning there again, 9:05 p.m. Eastern Time. But once again, want to thank all of the fine folks here at Bomb Squad Racing, all the admins, for what they do, for putting on a fantastic league, for the guys that brought us out here for these races. It has been our honor, our pleasure to bring these pictures to you week in and week out here in 2021. With all that being said, though, we're excited to take a little bit of a break here in the off season, at least from weekly broadcasts with Bomb Squad Racing. But yeah, guys, it's been a fantastic run, and we can't thank the admins here enough, and also to Brian and Kathy Voiles. Thank you for all that you do for helping get us out to the track, helping these guys put on one of the best leagues that we've ever seen here at NR 2003. We can't thank you enough. And can't thank all our fans for watching too. You guys have come out in force more weeks than not, and seeing all the support really, really, really makes us feel good. At least it makes me feel good, and Bristol likes it too. He gets a couple tail wags in there. But with all that being said, for Bristol, our producer, for Ricky Collette, I've been Joe Twansky. Thank you so much for tuning in here tonight, and we'll see you guys next time live right here on JTN. So long for now, folks. Yeah, and they're going to be 3 wide coming to the checkered. Never mind, they're going to be Oh!
And Maverick
That's
over!
fine!
Who did that?
Turn 4 into the tri-oval. Whitehill is through the grass. It's going to be Noah Joyce winning his first career race in the Red Bull Cup Series.
All right, and they're wrecking behind them. We got cars flying everywhere. Cars upside down, but it doesn't matter. Noah Joyce has done it. He's won at Daytona in the 3 car.
Comes Musa. Musa's gonna.
Oh, he's going to use that apron.
He's gonna use the apron.
They're going to be side by side. Coming off the corner. Boy, back to the inside. It's going to be a drag race to the line till Musa gets it.